Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where the audience, the lovely citizens in the city of Sarcasm, run the show. So get your questions in. FA Cup obviously going on technically yesterday now and the day before. Casemiro late winner as Manchester United win at Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. Chelsea, they score a late winner. Gallagher 3-2. They knock out Leeds United, and Liverpool through at home to Southampton as well. So if you got any questions in regards to any of the games I just mentioned, get your questions in. Of course, it is Lakers Clippers tonight as well. So maybe you got a basketball question. That's absolutely fine, people. But let me just clarify. Members' questions take priority like a super chat, people. Members' questions take a priority like a super chat. So if you see me going to the same names, I'm not ignoring anybody. It's simply just one of the many great perks. So link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. And of course, if you super chat, we'll get to it as well. But make sure you run up the likes first and foremost, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back or listening on the audio platform. And shout out to everyone listening on the audio platforms, but hit the like button on the video. Even if you don't have an account, get a YouTube account, people. You have an email. So hit that like button. Please make sure you share across all the socials at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. And on top of those two things, subscribe to the channel. Sarcasm City TV is road to 10K. Just under 30 people in here already. So please share this out on all social medias you are active on, people. Make sure you do so. Big up to Gaming for Life. Big up to Sheik. Big up to Eli. Big up to Gil now as well. Warrior J, I'll get to that. That's some interesting news. Big up Warrior J. Barrio Malatelli, I see you. Big up to Michael Zaccario, who says Jim Judas, Ineos and Glazers out. Fez. Ryan asking already, Flawless, do you rate Alfie Gilchrist? I've never watched him play a full game, so I cannot comment whatsoever. But we got some of the man them in the building. Fats is here. Jez is here. Yes, man them. What are you telling me? You know, loving the blonde look. What are you saying, Fats? You good?
Yeah, all good. Your mic's a bit. Yeah. Try again.
Is my mic a little bit what?
Yeah,
That's good enough.
better now. Yeah. All good.
Yeah. Cool. Jazz is also in the building. Jazz, what are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, outside getting anger issues attacking. I'm doing good.
All right, first. Big up to Mbuna, big up Gil now. Ibrahim as well. Like I said, get your questions in, people. Get your questions in, even if they're like Ryan, who's randomly asking about what's the word I'm looking for? Randomly asking about Alfie Gilchrist, which is strange. And Eric at the start, I don't know what you're chatting about, but yes, I don't compete with anyone that I'm cool with. So I'm not competing with anyone for views, just to clarify that. Big up to Joseph, says big up Flawless. Who do you want in for your next coach? Because Ten Hag is a bum. Out of all the names been mentioned, Flick is the guy. But like I've said before, it's on the hierarchy it's on us to get a hierarchy first and foremost. So the COO, CEO, technical director, director of football, scouting department, head of recruitment, all of those people to then come together and pick the right guy that fits what they're trying to do. But I would say Flick. But I like all the names we've been linked with. I'm not going to lie. I do like all the names I've been linked with. And big up to Michael Zaccario as well. Just became a member of the channel. Much appreciated. Just became a Sarcasm citizen. If you're on Instagram, let me know, Michael, and I'll add you to the group chat where all the members are. And speaking of members, I will be reaching out to all the members, everyone who's a Sarcasm City soldier and higher, for the members Q&As that go down on Twitch. So they're like this, but instead of being joined by my regular co-host, I'm joined by members of the channel. And because I didn't do one in the month of February, you're going to get 2 in March, people. But that's Sarcasm City soldiers and higher. Let's see. Hey, big up to Andrew for the super chat. Much appreciated. It says, what do you make of Klopp leaving Liverpool in the best shape we've ever been? Good youth and rebuilt squad, only needs sporting director and manager. I disagree with that. Best shape, I wouldn't say. Is he leaving you in good shape? Depends what you're talking about. I wouldn't say, I'd say good shape, but I wouldn't say best shape. Absolutely not. No, I wouldn't say, because your better players are all I've got a year, maybe 2 years left. Yeah, they're all north of 30. If you're looking at, I don't know, Alisson's a goalkeeper, so exclude him. But you've got Van Dijk, you've got Salah. They're your 2 best players. Obviously, you got Trent, who's younger, but when you look at Van Dijk, so I wouldn't say the best shape, but I'd say good. But it's going to be a tough ask for whoever the manager is anyway. What are you saying about it, Jess?
I wouldn't say the best shape because, like you said, a bunch of the guys guys who are like the core guys of the team, they're all getting to the 30s. I think Salah's like what 31, 32. Van Dijk is I think 30, 31. Obviously Robertson, I'm not sure what he age is, but he should be getting there as well. Like only really out of all these players that the club had at his best with his best Liverpool team, in my opinion, obviously only Trent is really the one that's really still young. But that's pretty much it. And obviously you still have a couple other guys there that they can continue working on. But yeah, I think like I said, like I mean, unless Klopp makes a 360 says I'm staying after he won all the win like a league title and a Europa League and all that, I think it's maybe a time to just for a change. Because again, also the future of Salah's also not 100% confirmed. Some say he might still leave. Some say he might actually extend or might stay. But if Salah leaves, it makes it even a worse situation for Klopp. So I feel like after the season, try to win as many trophies as he can, and then just leave on a high. In my opinion, I think that's the best scenario. And then, like Ryan mentioned, they've been linked to Mike Edwards. Obviously, Fabrizio said that he doesn't actually technically want to come back as much, but if Liverpool is willing to give him like full power for all the things for directing and stuff, he might consider it again. So he comes in again, and he's obviously known for being a good football director. I think he was obviously there at Liverpool, and then whoever comes in as the new manager will have a much easier job then. So I think it's all of it matters is like as long as I feel like with Liverpool, as long as they get a good director of football in who can work with the new manager, I think they can be fine for the next season. So yeah, like I said, man, like, to keep it short, keep it short. I think Klopp.
That's why.
Go on.
Yeah, that's why I said good, not best. I was saying that's why I'm saying it. I think it's in good shape, but I don't think it's the best shape. No, if you're gonna go and try and win league titles, because Andrew goes on to say yes, but we only need a right wing, center, and DM. That's three important positions.
Yes,
very important positions.
And the right. Are we talking about also right wing in terms of Salah replacement or backup?
Yeah, you must be talking Salah replacement. So you're trying to replace players.
That's the thing, like and especially the way Klopp plays, like he wants obviously the lone DM. He doesn't want like a double pivot from what I'm seeing all the time. And a lone DM is like hard to even happen in general.
Yes, that's it. Like 110% for real. And Andy says flawless. United have two youngsters breaking through. Liverpool have 8. All of them featured today. Who's breaking through? They played one match. Like you lot getting excited. Like relax, breaking through.
You know this, man.
Yeah, relax. What's this breaking? Like we gotta be very careful with words. And big up to Stephanie G as well. And Gaming for Life. I think you asked as well a question about how do I get on the panel? I run fan calling shows every Monday. And that's open for anybody to call in every Monday, 4:30 p.m. I put the link in the chat. I put the link across all socials. And you can call in and talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's how a lot of people got on the channel. Yeah, I see it here. He said, big up Flawless. Could I join the panel one day? Talk your issues, you. That's how you get on. And big up to Monts for the raid as well. Shout out to my Don Monts. Big 6 months, man. Money making McDonald's months, man. Oh, yeah, of course, Eddie. Lakers watch along. You already know. See, Eddie, you shut me down when I said it on the watch along because you thought I was running banter, running jokes. I'm speaking of someone who's always shooting me down unnecessarily. Yes, sir. What are you telling me, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm on a new laptop, so I'm all good, man.
Okay.
That's why my screen's a bit bigger, so my sound might be a bit echoey, but sorry about that.
No, I can hear you.
What's everyone doing after this thrilling night of football? Everyone good? Yeah? Everyone good?
You're all good.
Yeah.
I didn't.
All good. I'm glad to go through, and I'm also excited for the the USA team for the summer.
Is your hair that color after watching tonight's game? Is that where it went?
Maybe it's the good charm, I guess.
I mean, you had that for the final though, so I don't think so. But I didn't watch that bad. Yeah, that's the thing I'm asking.
Yeah, it was that bad. It was the same, not much of a difference, but
even with the 5 goals.
No.
Yeah, we were.
Bro, they rested 5 of their first teamers against us.
Oh, jeez, damn.
Some of it was.
I did say though, a couple of days ago they're probably gonna rotate because they want to focus on the promotion.
They weren't looking to win this. They didn't want to win this game. They want to go up in the Premier League. They don't want to win this game. They come back. Their 17-year-old was man of the match.
Archie Gray has been really good this season, though.
But what position did he play?
Is it defensive midfielder he plays? Or
DM centre mid.
Jess can't show his face because he's wanted in several countries. That's why he can't show his face.
And I'm saying I'm wanted in every part.
He's wanted as a lady killer. Not that way, but just, you know what I mean? There's the feelings and stuff like that.
Oh my days.
He's probably got loads of kids he doesn't know about either.
But I mean, shit. The real question is, why does another Cromans want to see another Cromans face? Like, that's the real question. But I
missed that. Who asked for? Wait, hold up.
Someone in the chat was asking why I'm not showing my face. But
I was scared to show his face. I was like,
this thing, like the funny part is I already revealed my face actually a couple of times.
Yeah, we know what it looks like. Yeah,
that's the funny part about it.
If I chose to do streams like this all the time, I'd do it if I wanted to. I'm just totally free to do as whatever. Hey, the feeling is fucking mutual with you, mate. But yeah, big up to Ed who says Fatsu's gonna save you lot next season. If Chelsea fans get their way and Gallagher gets sold, because that's your best player this season. It's from Ed. Flows yours.
My God.
Here we go with the lazy narrative.
My God is the only one that can save Chelsea next season. My God, I believe in my God.
Who? Oh my God. Oh, okay.
My God.
First, there you go, Ed. I think that's the response.
Lazy narrative from a rival fan. Lazy narrative.
I haven't seen this narrative in a strong minute anymore.
Because he's been rubbish. That's why. So no one can run it. Like he's not a good player.
What I'm saying is Gallagher, man. You see, like what's because I heard he wants like 150, right?
Yes, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not getting it anywhere else from.
Crazy. Warrior J says injury news: Bruno Fernandes left the City ground limping. Manchester United play Manchester City at the weekend.
Of course, man.
Is this what we're doing? Is that the thing? It's bugging for big games now. Is that what we're doing?
I dare him to not play the City game. I dare him to not play the City game. I dare him not to play the City game, bro.
Why, whether it's Manchester United fans or I'm here with two Chelsea fans and a Spurs fan or other rival fans, whether you're Liverpool, whether you're Arsenal, why when people see this, there's instant doubt already? Just ask yourself that. Like, before we actually have the conversation, people of, or is he ducking a City away? Why is it a conversation? If this is any other genuine top, I've been watching football over 3 decades now. Well, close to 3 decades, probably 2 decades and a half, or 2 decades and a half, and some change. This has never happened with any top player. There's never been a top player at Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Spurs that has been accused of ducking big games. Why is this a conversation?
Are these Liverpool games back to back?
I'm not sure.
League and Cup. They're back to back.
I'll tell you now. I'll have a look 1 second. Why do you think he's going to miss both?
I'm just asking.
They're at OT, so we'll be all right. Yeah. So we played them in the wait. If not added it to. Oh yeah, there we go. So no, they're not. So the FA Cup game is the 16th of March, and then the Premier League game is the.
Let me ask Ed, who's just revealed. I didn't know this. If he's a United fan, would you take Gallagher at United? Ed, I just want to know, since he's our best player, would you take him at United?
I think he would.
Well, of course he wouldn't. No, but that's the funny part. Like, at least you put it in the chat. He needs to calm himself down because it's like, because Son is that's the funny part about it. Son is on 190k a week. So if Gallagher thinks 150, he gets it anywhere else. He's smoking some good crack.
He's smoking, yeah. He is, yeah. He's smoking the best that Amsterdam can offer. Because...
you gotta deep it, and Dombele is our highest paid player in our club right now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah. And that's it. So in regards to this, big up. This is from Chris Wheeler DM. Gaming for life. I told you, Mondays 4:30 p.m. UK time. You don't need to message me about anything. Talk your ish. It's the fan calling show on the channel. So you can just call in 4:30 p.m. UK time. I dropped the link in the chat. I dropped the link in the socials. It's open for you and anybody else to call in. There's people in the chat who call in, like Eli, King. They're just two. Warrior J called in on the last one, for example. Ed's been on before as well. But yeah, in regards to this, interesting. Hey, if he misses that City game, man, very interesting conversations will be had, people. Because why is it a conversation? Why do people accusing him of ducking? That's all I'm saying. I don't want to believe that he's ducking, because then I'll lose all respect and then I'll just start talking reckless about him. And I don't want to.
You mean he's going to duck a game? You mean he's going to duck a game after the night before in Haaland's bag 5? He's going to duck the seat.
He might be ducking a game for a night out in Manchester. You never know.
He lives in Manchester. Why would he?
Time to shine. He says, "Nah, Bruno is terrible, but that's harsh. He's only missed games through suspension." I hear you, the Liverpool game,
man.
but time to shine. You know this. The conversation was, did he get booked on purpose? And again, people, I'm not saying he did get booked on purpose. You know what? I'll go one further. I genuinely don't think he got booked on purpose, but two things. One, the fact that it's a conversation tells you all you need to know. Because if anyone else last season, I say it before, I say it again, when we was close to top of the table and we went away to Palace and Casemiro was a booking away and the next game was Arsenal away, he got booked in that game. Not before the game, not during the game, not in any of the build-up to the Arsenal game was there a conversation about Casemiro getting booked on purpose. Why do people believe he got booked on purpose? Do I genuinely believe he got booked on purpose? No. I just think God don't like ugly. And when it comes to football, he just plays in an ugly fashion. And he has a very ugly character on the pitch. And I think this is just karma because this man never gets injured. And now all of a sudden, up to City away. The game today, well, yesterday technically, before the Forest game, there was, he's doubtful. Doubtful with what? When have we ever heard that Bruno's been doubtful? Never in his Manchester United career do I remember him being doubtful. And then all of a sudden now he's seen limping away. You was fine when you was fighting my man at the corner flag. You was cool. Cool. And to Michael Zakaria, it's not no Bruno hate. Where did I hate? I just legit just said out of my own mouth and said, I don't believe he got booked on purpose. I do believe if he misses this game, he's genuinely injured. I just think it's karma hitting him. God don't like ugly people. Football and karma, I say this all the time. The same way it don't miss us, it don't miss players either. And because you play in such an ugly fashion and you're just so ugly on the pitch, and when I say that, I'm talking about in regards to his playing style, everything around him's ugly. Everything. And this is not me talking about him aesthetically, because I couldn't care less, people. I'm talking about from a footballing perspective. Everything is about Bruno is ugly. On the ball, off the ball, the way he interacts with teammates. He's disliked by everybody universally. Nobody likes him. There's a portion of Manchester United fans, that's it. Mm-hmm. Everybody. People say always, how does, in the world of football, every single player pretty much complains and you stand out? Why is that?
You know what I saw on Twitter? That the Nottingham Forest guy didn't grab Bruno around the neck. Bruno caught him with his chin, and he grabbed him with his chin to make it look like him to get himself.
Yeah, that's it. And again, people, that's not me saying. And let me just clarify: I'm not saying he's not injured. Like, I don't want to. And fair enough, Michael, you can believe, but I haven't spoken about Bruno's whether he's quality or not. I'm just talking about he plays football in an ugly fashion, and God don't like ugly. And now all of a sudden, up until City away, where you never get injured, all of a sudden you have injury problems now. I'm just saying, universe don't miss for people to have these conversations, because I've been supporting Manchester United a long time, long time, since like 94, 95. Just to clarify, I've never heard this conversation ever, and I've heard them all. Never ever have I heard this conversation about any player at Manchester United or anywhere else in any of the top clubs in the Premier League. Just saying. So why is it him now? When this is the one thing this is the most consistent thing about him, is his availability. Now all of a sudden, I'm telling you, there's something to it. Like even Gary Neville, when we played at Anfield the season before, was talking about, he was asking to be pulled off. I'm telling you, man, God don't like ugly. I keep telling you, and everything about him, though, when it comes to a footballing perspective, is ugly. There's nothing pretty about him whatsoever in a footballing perspective. Don't even have to pause that. But hey, we move. Yeah, Michael, sure. I'm sure they would. But again, I don't know why you're talking about that man's quality, because I've not said whether he's quality or not. Before you go, just that tells you all you need to know. Why are you trying to defend him when I've not said he's a poor player? You notice that, people. I haven't said Bruno's a terrible player. I have not said he's a bad player currently while I'm talking right now. I'm simply talking about him from a footballing perspective. He is goddamn ugly. I keep saying this, God don't like ugly. Universe don't miss. When
He's
you
not
act a
ugly,
certain
he's
way.
ugly.
We all remember the Sancho clip when he was telling him stop. Look how much he complains that Sancho's telling him stop moaning. And Sancho's one of the most chilled out people on. You don't see Sancho in any form of passer whatsoever. Any issues. I've never even seen him square up to somebody. Nothing. I remember him getting booked like that. And Sancho's telling him that. That's how much man's just chatting bare rubbish. And it's noticeable. This guy always talking rubbish, always complaining. Whether he's been fouled or he's doing the fouling or whatever the case may be. But notice that, people. I haven't said he's terrible and man are trying to defend him in the chat. I ain't mentioned his play.
Sancho doesn't even square up to people on Fortnite. He's that passive. You know what I mean?
He
Lets them go by. Lets them go by. Cheerio. Lets them go
Sancho.
by. I'm going to collect it.
It's not like it's a Casemiro who said it to him. You know what I'm saying? It's not like someone who's a little more. It was Sancho.
By the way, I would not have Bruno at. I would not have Bruno at Chelsea, even in this Chelsea team.
Absolutely not. No way. I said already, man, the other day. Does he start for Nottingham Forest or Morgan Gibbs? Like,
no.
I'm just trying to say, because like I said yesterday as well to Flo's Chapo. Nolly collapsed when I saw that tweet when the lady said he starts for Tottenham. Where?
Not over Maddison. No way.
Not over Maddison. Unless you wanted to play DM, because obviously some people say we need a DM. But Bruno's a DM, we might get relegated. So
here's what I'll tell you. This will shock you. I'd have Gallagher in the team before Bruno in this Chelsea team. You know my feelings.
At least Gallagher doesn't complain. He's like, okay, fuck, I might be shit, but I'm like, at least I own it.
He's quietly ugly. Bruno's loud and ugly. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. And when I say that, people, I'm talking about his game. But you lot, before we carry on, again, big up to Months, big 6 months for the raid. Run up the likes. There's just under 200 people here, and we're only at 36 likes. What is going on? No, only at 30 likes. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Let's go up to 80 likes, people. This is terrible. Get everybody liking and subscribing. Yeah, go on, sir. For last point on it, we'll move to a full more question.
Give me your feelings a minute before Casemiro scored, because it looks like it was going to extra time and penalties. What were you?
Please don't go to extra time. Yeah. Please don't go to extra time. I said to Eddie on the watch along, Eddie, if you want to go, when this goes to extra time, I fully understand it. He said, yeah, I might. And then I said to Eddie thoughts at the end of the game, he said that just thank God it's over. Like, that's what it is. That's just us. That's just where we're at. We when I talk about playing ugly, that's how we are as a team. Ugly wins. Even though we had the better chances, even though we did have the better chances, ugly wins. But yeah, that's it.
I was watching our game, and after they equalised at the 70th minute, we made the subs of Gallagher and Chilwell. I was watching my mate, and he goes, "Are you playing for penalties again?" Like on Sunday.
That's good.
You know what? I had a feeling that we're gonna play 120 minutes again.
It was like Caicedo and Enzo were already like 6 feet under in the ground.
I could have been back here about like 1 a.m. at least, man.
Yeah, exactly. You do your fan cam at 1:30 a.m. outside of Stamford.
This is why I hate midweek games, man. Sometimes
I need to go check your fan cam. I only watched Lewis after the final. I watched Lewis with Alex, and that was great. Shout out to Alex.
Is that guy still back in touch?
He's still back in touch.
I question on Alex, to be fair, because I call him toxic positivity.
And that's Fat saying that. Fat's the most positive guy saying you are toxic positivity. That means you are definitely 110% toxic positivity if Fats is saying you are. Because he is the guy who will back Chelsea like he bleeds blue. That's how much he backs Chelsea.
That's the opposite of me. That's the opposite of me when I say something you've gone too far to someone.
Yeah.
You have to go, hang on a minute.
Yeah. I ever hear Surfer say you're going too far, I'm like, all right. What I didn't hear what got said. You've gone too far. Relax.
At the end of the day, fuck Leeds, man. Fuck Leeds. They can hold.
100%. Fuck Leeds. Yeah, they can hold that. Fuck Leeds. 100%.
They will be up in the Premier League next season. So there's 2 fixtures for your Flores to bang 11 goals past them. So it's all good.
Yeah, we do well against Leeds. That is true. That is true. Yeah. Flawless. When the draw was revealed, what was your reaction? So I didn't see the live draw. I seen it late, and I was just like, we just can't catch a break. All the teams we could get, and we got Liverpool at home. The only thing it would have been worse is Liverpool away. So
and here's us. another home fixture. This guy has had all his cup ties, barring the first leg of the semi-final League Cup, are all at home. All at home. I mean, I like the draws because I want to play them.
I would have preferred away, to be fair. I would prefer away.
Would you? Would you put away?
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is, like, we can't catch a break. Couldn't give us Liverpool or Man City away. You know what I mean? We got bloody Leicester, who probably
You know why I want to prefer away?
Who?
You know why I prefer away? Because it's much cheaper. 20 quid.
Oh, it is. No, you're right. It is cheaper. Yeah. Be 20 quid for the ticket, right?
Yeah, 20 quid.
Yeah. No, he's right. No, but I was like, even like Newcastle must be going, we got through that fucking penalty shootout last night, leaving like 11:30 at night at Bewood Park. What's our reward? Oh, it's away. It's not even home to see. It's away to see.
Hey, man, go do the business. That's what they need to do.
That's fine. That's fine. But it's like, I wanted like, let's be honest, we all wanted Liverpool to draw Man City. That's what we wanted.
Oh, yeah,
facts. You know what I mean? And we want that in the next round as well, in the semi, them to draw each other.
I would prefer getting Coventry in the semi, to be fair. Give me Coventry.
They had to make it there, though, for to
Now they beat. Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, he's right. Now I want them in the quarters. I hear you. Give me his most favorable draw, but yeah. Liverpool at home. We'll get to it when we get to it. So yeah, when I first seen it, Andy, it was we can't catch a break. Flawless if Haaland returns for Liverpool game. Can you get a result? Yeah, 100%. You could, but it depends on other factors. Who's injured for us? Who's injured for them? Like what type of team does Klopp put out? Because he's not going to come to Old Trafford and play a team like he played against Southampton. However, their match is stacked. I don't think I swear they play. Let me actually have a look at Liverpool.
They play Europa League. Don't forget.
Not even Europa. I'm talking the Premier League. Yeah, because they play City at home 6 days before. Then they play all the Everton games now postponed. So it'll be interesting to see what type of team do they put out, even though it's a 6 day period. What's their injuries looking like? Because he's not going to play that team that he played tonight against Southampton. But could we? Yes. Yeah, time to shine. I hope Malassi is good because he has we don't hear anything. And I just really hope that it's nothing personal. And it seems just very, very strange. But we move. Hey, you lot continue to run up the questions as well and run up the likes, I should say, and get your questions in. It can be about Manchester United, maybe Chelsea, maybe Spurs, Liverpool, Arsenal, whatever the case may be. And we will be live on the playback as well for the LA, even though I got told off and said, oh, it's not a derby, but yeah, Clippers versus Lakers people. We will be there for that. Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat. Oh, yeah, I did get to this. Ten Hag on Fernandes. You saw Forest were targeting him. I don't say what it is, the injury, but it was a serious injury. Social media criticizing him is pathetic. He has a very high pain threshold. It shows his leadership. Did he actually say this? All right, so let me get to this.
You
saw Forest were targeting him. Yeah, for why? Why would Forest target Bruno Fernandes? He's never been targeted in a game ever.
Maybe if he stopped flopping around, he wouldn't get injured. You know what I mean?
Targeted for what? I don't know what the injury is, but it was a serious injury. So the injury was that serious that you played him for the full game.
But you don't know what it is. You don't know what it is, but it's serious.
Yeah. No, he said I don't want to say. No, he said he don't want to say what it is. All right, you know what that is? Nonsense.
Why? What is it? What is it? Embarrassing.
Yeah, social media criticize him. It's pathetic. No, social media criticize him because his performances ain't been up to standard, kind of like yours. That's why. And the fact that you're saying he has a high pain threshold means you know that social media are accusing him of ducking the game. That's what it is. That's on you. That's on, not even on you, Ten Hag. That's on Bruno. Tell Bruno pattern up. It shows his leadership. Lead us to something then, please, I beg. Please, lead us to some wins. Lead us to some better football. On top of that, lead us to a trophy. How about you do that? Lead us to a trophy.
Get to the semi-final at least. Lead them to there. You know. So all these managers come out with shit quotes. Like Poch came out tonight that he's been pleased. I'm abbreviating again. He's been pleased for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Like the team's really coming together. It's gelling and shit like that. It's like what?
Exactly.
What? You just shut up. Just shut up. Just say, do you know what? You know what? I should have rotated a bit more. I played people that played 120 minutes for another 90 minutes. I don't know what they're going to look like on Saturday. We didn't play well. We just scraped by, but that's cup football. We're into the next round. And hopefully we can improve and go on like that. This guy here, why don't you just go, Wait, just go. I don't know. We're assessing Bruno. We'll see how he does in the next day or two. Hopefully, he'll be fit for the City game. I'm glad we're through to the next round of the cup. And leave it like that. Just leave it like that. Just leave it like that. Leave it like that. Now it's the whole thing that everyone's on you again. That's what I get about these managers. Shut up. Shut up. When you're in a bad way, shut up.
Shut up.
Leave it simple.
Just say all you have to say is we're not playing at our best at the moment. We need to do better, including myself.
Yeah.
Do you see a pattern though? Or do you see like a pattern sort of like two managers who are definitely know they're under the pressure?
Oh yeah. He's crumbling. Why are you managing Manchester United and mentioning what's going on social media?
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, like, bro, it's like I mean, you've seen it multiple times before. Like yes, they won the game, but you can clearly tell like this ain't good enough. And I know like the pressure was already there. People still gonna be pissed. So it's like, and I mean, even especially Ten Hag, cause like, I mean, I said it, I think a week ago when I said to Cheek and you that you see all these manager links, that it looks like they definitely are not shy to sack him in the summer because it's not their guy. But the only thing that maybe keeps him in the job is if he gets Champions League or wins a trophy. You know what I'm thinking with these managers? You know when you play FIFA career mode? You know when it says after the game you're on speak to the press or whatever, right? Yeah. You know, it asks you a question, it gives you 3 options. Mm-hmm. I think that's what all these managers should have. Like 3 options, you know what I mean?
3 options, template responses.
Options. Yeah, exactly. Then the team morale goes up or down with those responses. That's what you should give, like that. Just do that. No need.
Chatting hella rubbish, man. Just pure nonsense. It's foolishness.
Hang on, let me ask Andy's question. I think he's put it to us. Why did Chelsea always drop off when Jackson and Gallagher are both subbed off? Though it's Poch's subs don't make sense. They just don't make sense. They don't help the team, honestly. They just don't. Even bring Gallagher on today. I know he scored, but him and Chilwell just didn't add anything. And their experience. So honestly, they don't add anything. Is subs don't make any sense? It's like we just went down. They just equalised to make it 2-2. Mudryk, had a decent game in the 10. So then you force him out to the left to bring Gallagher on. And then it's just honestly, it's just his subs. They haven't made for the big percentage of the season. They just haven't made sense, and they've always had a negative impact as well, playing wise. So that's it essentially.
I do not have any comment further than that.
See, that's what Ten Hag and Pod should have said. I don't know any comments. See, Fato's done it right there. See, you don't want to answer the question.
Could easily just say the basics, man. Yeah, we won the game. We won the game and pleased about it, but we need to perform to a better standard and a better level. But I'll always just be chatting, just hella was. Why are you worried about social media? About it's pathetic. You know it's pathetic the way you manage the football club, mate. That's what's pathetic. That's how about you perform to a better standard and then you'll get praised. How about your captain performs to a better standard and he'll get praised? You won't get accused of ducking football matches. Why is he getting accused of ducking our biggest rivals? Anfield away, Etihad away.
As long as we win the game, we don't care.
Exactly. Like it wouldn't be a big of an issue if it was like some Nottingham Forest or Burnley or some shit. But like, even if it's a Big 6 game against like Tottenham or Chelsea or Arsenal, I don't think. But it's like specifically City and Liverpool. It's kind of like looking funny under the light, man. For me personally,
very funny. Michael says, why does Ten Hag always deflect when journalists ask him about injuries? Because he's just under pressure and he just crumbles. That's why I don't pay attention to his press conferences or like his post-match, pre-match. I only find out when you lot tell me in the chat about what rubbish he's talking about. So I have zero interest in it. Zero. Because this man just be talking just nonsense. Big up to King who says, flawless, where do you think Manchester United will finish this season? Probably 6, 7. One of those two spots. AJB says, how to be. Question for Jez. If you could only buy 3 positions this summer, what are you buying?
That's hard. That's actually hard.
Do you want to think about it? Do you think about it? I will suggest where you need to buy players.
Jez, why are you stuttering, man? I'm
not stuttering. I'm literally thinking. I'm literally thinking.
It's just trying to think. It's just trying to think, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
That's not an easy question. That's not
It's not easy. I think. Can I be honest with you? I think Spurs need to buy for the squad, not the first team.
This is what I'm thinking. This is exactly why
I would go this. I would. You're obviously not going to get any better than them because they're first choice. Adequate replacements at fullbacks.
Yeah.
Right. And possibly another
centre back.
Maybe another centre back, and that forward area, the wides need. That's just.
But that's the thing, because he said only 3.
I know, so I'm cheating. It's not my question.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I didn't answer immediately, because it's like it's kind of like you answered me that question, but it's like
Jez. No, Jez, because you're not saying left or right back. You're just saying fullbacks. That's one position.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fullbacks.
Yeah, there we go.
Fullbacks.
I would also recommend some number 10 like Gallagher if you want.
Immediate over there.
Anyways, obviously fullbacks, like Sofa said, wingers, and then a DM. A starting DM, I think.
I think that's fair. I think that's definitely fair. Yes. Let's see.
Well, Gallagher
says,
can play DM.
Is Poch the only manager who cries when losing a final on the pitch? Now, managers do like a good old cry. Let's say, but in particular, him.
Every manager.
This guy cried at a semi-final. Didn't even cry at final. Semi-final.
Lalarana, you know. Hey, big up to Sheik in the cut as well as big up the chat and the paddle. Hey, members, continue to get your questions in. The reason why these Q&As go into absolute anarchy and turn into the purge, for anyone who's seen the purge, is because the members just pouring fuel on the fire rather than actually asking questions. And I love you lot for it, though. But yeah, get your questions.
I would love to do the purge. I'd love to do the purge down at Cobham. That's all, when Poch is there. That's all. I'm just leaving it like that.
Yeah. I was going to say, you know what the crazy part is? If the purge was, before you go, Fats, if the purge was like an actual real thing in life, like the human race would get wiped out, 100%.
Oh, it needs to. Bring the flood. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I just know that I'd have, you know what I'm saying, the people looking for me. You know what I'm saying? I know that much.
John Wick style. I'd be out there, John Wick style, Walking Dead. I'm taking it. I'm doing Negan, bro. Negan. I'm doing Negan style. The baseball bat with the barbed wire bat. GTA real life.
How did you feel when Spurs Leeds? How did you feel when Leeds scored first?
Well, on the telly they were showing a replay at the time, so we didn't see it until the ball went in the back of the net.
I saw the whole of it in my eyes. Fuck me.
Well, yeah, you were there live. Of course you were.
Oh yeah, how did you feel about it?
Gusto and Disassi, man. Oh my days. Disassi was playing Belarus mode earlier, man. Flipping hell. He was that bad today.
Yeah, it was a shocking pass for Caicedo. I don't know why he's played him that pass. He don't play.
They've been told to play like that out. The problem is this manager doesn't do any research on opposition managers, so he just does that. So he doesn't realize that Leeds press high up like they have done all season. So he doesn't realize that because he doesn't do any actual coaching or development or strategery. The George
Who's worse, Belarus or Benhaim?
Who?
Belarus or Benhaim? Who's worse?
Belarus.
That is random.
I have no respect for any defender who wears a number 9 on their back.
Hey, there we go. Question for the Chelsea gents: if you could only buy for 3 positions this summer, what are you buying? This is again from AJB.
I'm buying a left back, another wide player, and a striker.
There we go. What are you saying, Fats? 3 positions for the Chelsea.
I'm buying left back, centre back, a wide player, and
that's
a striker.
No, that's 4. He said 3 positions.
Oh man.
Good Lord.
Scratch the centre back then. Scratch the centre back, yeah. There you
go, we got them.
I don't even know the 3 positions he said. Say the 3 positions again. What did you say?
The same as me.
I said left back, striker, and a wide player.
Yeah, same as me.
Left or right wing?
Sterling side, basically.
So left wing. All right, first. Hey, big up Justice in the chat as well.
No centre back. I don't know because I don't know how good these centre backs are because we're not set up defensively good, so I don't know how good they are. Do you know what I mean? So
that's fair. For me, the AJ is needed everywhere. We need position. We need everyone for every position at Manchester United, whether it's first teamers, squad, or both. Yes, we're running clubs after this, Sheik, 100%. We'll run clubs after this because there ain't even too much to talk about. But we're definitely running clubs. It's like I legit, like people have said it in the chat. Oh, Flawless, you manage better than Ten Hag because I just fucking do the basics. You know what I'm saying? And like, hey, you know what? Set up in a formation. Everyone knows where they're playing. That's where it starts. And we play, for anyone who watches pro clubs, make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Gaming. We play the same way day in, day out. Everybody knows what they got to do. Everyone knows where they playing. Every instruction, you know how we go. We score the same goals over and over again. Now, there's skill to it, of course, but we set up. Everyone knows. You know what I'm saying? Surfer knows what he needs to do. Me and Surfer actually play on the same side of the pitch. He knows what to do. I know what to do. You know, it's just basic. It's not even complicated. I I would never publicly slate our players unless it was Ryan. That's it. But yeah, like what are we talking about? Like it's just basics, but basic instructions. Question for the panel: do you think buying from within the Prem is overrated? No, I think it's the most sensible. AJB. I think buying from the Premier League is definitely more expensive.
That's probably the only part that I have an issue with because you get massively taxed if you do buy from the Premier League.
So I think you have to be. I think it's very smart to do, but it has to be. It's getting it correct. Yeah, it's correct. Like I think, for instance, I hate using him as an example because the ups, but Liverpool signing McAllister for the price he was at, very smart business. I mean, that's very them signing Jota. I know he wasn't expensive, but that's the type of thing I'm talking about. They'll go out and have to spend 80, 90, 100 million on the Premier League player. Whoever gets Tony, smart business. You get Tony for 60 million, smart business. In my opinion.
Oh, by the way, he's back in the FIFA game now. On the update, he's back in there now.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
I believe they took him out. I didn't know they took. Obviously, I don't. They're
still giving him the ponytail dreads. He's had that short haircut for over a year. You know what I mean?
He's been that Bedford for some time with updating Facebook.
Who says what division you're in? Elite division. We got two teams. We got Sarcasm City A and Sarcasm City B, both in elite divisions. And playoffs start
Friday.
Tomorrow. Yeah, Friday. So technically tomorrow. Question to Flawless: would you take Adama Traore over Anthony? I know I would. No, I wouldn't because I don't rate Adama Traore like that. So I'm not going to replace rubbish with someone who's a little bit less rubbish.
No. I said this already, man. Like, well, Sexy Red, Ice Spice. No, I want Sexy Red to Beyonce. An obvious upgrade.
Exactly. They want Beyonce. They want Beyonce. I don't want that Precious. You know what I mean? I want Beyonce.
Hey, yo.
I'm saying. I'm just saying.
But with hindsight, do you still buy Nkunku last summer? If not, who would you have gone for? Go to you first, Surfer.
I would, because I think Poch's legacy at this club when he leaves will be the damage he's done to these players' careers in training, and Jez knows exactly what I'm talking about. I think he has possibly shortened some of these players' careers with his training methods. I think he's that negligent. I really do. And I like today, for example, he literally played players that have played for 120 minutes for a full 90 minutes again. Enzo Caicedo run into the ground again. Disasi full night. You know, I know actually Disasi came up, whatever, but he played, you know, and it's just, he is so negligent. It's unbelievable. I would have still bought him because he's quality, but that's because I had misplaced faith in Poch to be able to do something. I need to see him under an evolved manager. That's all. But under Nagelsmann, he was very good. So, you know.
Yeah, back in the day when he was in Leipzig, I monitored him a lot at that time, and I was.
So would you still buy him? Facts.
Yeah, I would buy him. I would buy him still. Yeah, 100%. I just think that maybe in a different manager that he would play in a different position as well. I saw him in the preseason that he played like a left wing, I think behind Jackson. Was it against Brighton? But yeah, I just wish him that what's going on behind the scenes is really, really infuriating me a lot. And Yeah, and in a different manager, I think he will become a better player.
That's my thing. It's like when people are writing off the players, it's like
It's not his fault that the manager literally loves to literally do MMA sessions in training.
That's what I'm talking about. But my overall thing is when other rival fans go, "Oh, these players are shit." So every single player is playing shit, right? They're not playing. Even Palmer's playing crap, right? What's the common denominator? Because when you've got one or two players, you can go, "Oh, it's just them." Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. When it's an entire squad, there's only one person to look at, and he has several assistants, all of them. Every single one of them. So I need to, before I write off some of these players, I need to see them under an evolved manager. And people go, "Oh, you want one of these new show managers, De Zerbi, that's all there is. That's all there is. These managers are all that there is out there. The managers you're talking about are over the hill. Oh, we need or Simeone, who gets paid far too much, and your club's willing to pay a manager for. Just won't happen. Ancelotti doesn't want to squat, doesn't want to do this. He's fine at Madrid. He smokes cigars on the side of the pitch. He doesn't care. I mean, Pep is Pep, and Klopp's going to take a year out. All the rest are these new managers. Yeah, they haven't won a lot, but that's all there is out there. Do you know what I mean? So you have to bite the bullet on one of them and go with them. But Poch is of a dying breed. He's a dinosaur. He's a dinosaur. He's not old.
It's crazy that he's outdated and he's a young.
He's outdated. He's not even that old when it comes to he's not even that old in age. You know what I mean? He's not that old. He's younger than Ange. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ange is more evolved than him. Ange is more evolved. Ange's nearly 60. Ange is nearly 60. He's more evolved than Poch.
Yeah? He's modern day. Yeah. I get you.
He's modernised himself. He's like 10 years older than him.
Yeah.
Near enough. Disgusting.
I hear you, fam. Trust.
I think it's only, but I said, because I had this conversation literally last night in the Spurs group chat saying how, because somebody maybe was putting an argument if, like, what if Poch would have never went to Chelsea and would have come to Tottenham, how this puppy wouldn't have happened to him. But I'm like, this Chelsea thing only really confirmed what I maybe thought. But I was like, you know what, maybe give him one more chance as a manager somewhere to see. But I feel like, like I said, all I needed to see was this Chelsea thing, or just at least one more job after the PSG job, where I can confirm if he's really just outdated or not. And for me, he's just clearly outdated, and he peaked at Tottenham, and that's fine. That's fine, but I don't know why people are having so much struggles trying to actually have this type of conversation. I don't get it. Like I can at least understand it with Mourinho because of how much Mourinho has done in his career, but Poch is like, why are too many people dying on this hill, like, for a guy that hasn't really done anything?
Well, there's now an actual process. First year, does very well, gets everyone on board, everyone's up for it, does it. Second year at the start, okay, halfway through it starts turning. Third year, never finishes, gets sacked halfway through that third year. Happens all the time. That's Mourinho for you. He does a 2-year job max and gets paid off. That's what happens. So I don't want Mourinho because Mourinho's in the old school, but it doesn't work anymore. You need a balance of man management and coaching. We've seen it. We've seen it with the Girona manager. We've seen it with Xabi Alonso. We've seen it in our own league with De Zerbi. Everyone's going, De Zerbi's not doing well. Bro, they didn't replace his midfield. And they haven't given him a top quality. What do you mean? And he's still in the top half. He's still like around the European places. And he's through to the next one. He smashed his Europa League group for the first time in Brighton's history. He smashed Ajax home and away. Do you know what I mean? What are we talking about here? Raiola, whatever his name is at Bournemouth. He's got Ariola, sorry. He's got who's the striker, Jez?
Solanke.
Got Solanke linked to Arsenal in the January transfer window. Are you mad? 6 months ago, Solanke to Arsenal. They would have laughed your head off. Are you mad? Look at Gary O'Neill. I said it before, and Eli will probably see this. I've been saying it as well. Took over Wolves 6 days before the season started. He too lost his midfield and didn't replace them. Look what he's doing. It's just, and Eddie Howe, he's going for a bad bit now, but turn Newcastle around in 2 years. Unai Emery, late 2022 when they sacked Steven Gerrard, they're in relegation zone. No one wanted these players. No one. They're now nearly in every FPL team this season. Some of those players. You know what I'm talking about? They're in a top 4 race. So don't tell me that, coaching doesn't matter. We've got a whole league of it. Coaching.
It matters. Of course it matters. Yeah, of course.
These guys like Ten Hag and Poch should watch the Luton game. I know how Luton are going to play. All right? I know they got smashed 6-2 by City, but they brought it back to 3-2 yesterday. Right? Something like that, yeah? But at least I know they're going to give people a game. Do you know what I mean? I know how they're going to play. It's not going to work because they haven't got that much quality. And that's they might change that if they survive this summer. But at least I know they've got a style of play and how they're going to play. You know, it's just maddening, honestly.
Unfortunately, we are in the era of a bit modernization in terms of football tactics. I don't think Jose would have worked these days. You have to look up to Pep Guardiola type of manager. Look at Xabi Alonso with Leverkusen with his tactics. Jurgen Klopp is always there hanging about with Guardiola. Ancelotti, that's another manager that comes into mind. Simeone would be at least like maybe 5th or 6th. Like I don't know who I put in.
Fatter. Prime Jose Mourinho would kill it in this era. He would kill it. I'm talking prime.
04-05, yeah. 04-05.
And Inter Milan. He would kill it in his. Kill it. He'd adapt. He would adapt. Prime Mourinho would adapt. Set in his ways, Mourinho. Nah.
Yeah, it's like,
and you know what? He doesn't have to because he's got a CV for it. Poch, you got nothing. You know what I mean? You got a French league. You got a French league and cup. What do you fucking do? Do you know what I mean? It's basically a Scottish league and a Scottish cup. No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What do you do? You know what I mean? No one cares. It's like,
I need that soundboard. No one gives a shit.
Our pro clubs trophies mean more than your French league and cup. Okay, they mean more to me than that. Okay, that's a better CV. I'd put that CV up against your CV any day of the week. And you know what? You know what? You're the worst manager I've ever seen. You're the worst.
I can tell you genuinely meant that.
Well, the hatred, right? I've never hated a manager more in my life. And I've had AVB, Scolari. I've had 2 Frank Lampard.
Lampard.
You know what I mean? No, I tell you why I hate this guy more. I expected more. I didn't even hate Potter this much. I didn't hate Potter this much because he was thrown in at the deep end. Potter's been thrown in. No, Potter was thrown in. You know what I mean? You play once a week. Why are we playing once a week? And I'm seeing my players are tired than people have played 3 days before a cup final. Why are my players running? Why?
Poch treats training like it's a WWE, MMA, boxing. Like, bro, this is what he is for. This is what he is. It's like I don't know what his obsession is with having to kill his teams with training sessions. Like I said, I made this point good. Like people always say, why you bring up always Dele Alli? Okay, you know what? I said already. Wanyama, Dembele, Kane, even Son to a degree as well. I'll put him in there. Rose, all of these guys, from an athletic standpoint, all decreased under him. There's not coming from a place of hate or anything, but it's actually true. Because Kane was at some point mobile, but he had these injuries. So it's like
Dele Alli. He destroyed Dele Alli. He destroyed physically destroyed him.
Exactly.
You know what? You dodged the bullet. Not getting points.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's the funny part. Which is the funny part.
I wanted Poch at one point. You know what I'm saying? Before he went PSG.
It's because obviously we were linked with Poch again in the summer, and the whole fan base was. I remember last season, people were actually singing Poch's name in the stadium, and that's a prime example of why football fans shouldn't be involved. You know, they were saying all these names because of how bad contests, but this is the prime example of what Flores always says. That's why football fans shouldn't be involved in football decisions.
Yeah.
Because it's like we would be with Poch stuck now with. Like, see, that's why I don't get our fan base in terms of being angry about being with Anchia. If you would have gotten Poch, we would be sitting with Crystal Palace personally if you had these attackers. Like.
Let me just say this right now, right? Let me just say this right now, Jez. Right, we talked about Bruno, like feigning injuries and stuff like that. You wouldn't have to feign it, Bruno, if Poch was in charge. You'd have real injuries. Yeah, no one would question whether you're dodging the Liverpool game because you'd have actual injuries, right? You see, Lisandro Martinez. He'd be out for a season under Poch. I'm telling you right, Varane, he might as well retire. or go to Saudi Arabia. Casemiro the same. Swear, this guy. I'll tell you right now. This guy is a career killer. That's what he is. I'll tell you right now. Honestly, save Enzo and Caicedo from this guy because he's running them into the ground. He's running them into the ground, bro. Enzo's like barely walking, and Caicedo is one of the fittest players, but he looks shattered, absolutely shattered. Honestly,
it's kind of like when Lampard man Kante into the ground. It's crazy.
Thiago Silva would have to get a different. Oh my god! If Poch had Eriksen in this team, oh my god! You have to bring him a whole Iron Man suit just to play. You know what I mean? not even the crap we do. I'm talking prime Avengers Endgame stuff or Infinity War. He'd have to wear that to play under Poch. Poch would literally kill this guy. He would kill him. He's a threat to footballers and society at large.
Crazy. Don't worry, members. I'm starring all your questions. Don't worry about that. I'm starring all your questions. Andy, I think this question has been answered pretty comprehensively by Surfbot. Is Poch training session the reason why injuries?
Yes.
Mountain.
Yes.
Michael
yes.
Zakaria says, question flawless as a United fan. I hate Arsenal and Chelsea the most. Who do you hate the most? Liverpool, without doubt. Easily Liverpool. But I dislike all our ups a lot. That doesn't mean, you prefer like Arsenal or City to win. No, I want them all to lose. I want them all in League Two. Not liquidated. I don't want them to die. I want them alive to suffer. That's what it is. That's how much I despise them. So that's why Leeds being in the Championship is beautiful. People are like, they was there for 16 years. Let's bring them back. No, they should have stayed there for another 16 years, in my opinion. And I hope it's all man. We can meet them in the FA Cups and League Cups, man. I ain't trying to see Leeds back. Because you know why? Because people don't realize they are a sleeping giant. And if they stick around in the Premier League long enough and an owner decides, you know what, I'm going to go collect Leeds, we got Manchester City instead. We got Manchester City with an actual history, with actual fans, with actual background and actual, it's not like City where people say, it's a soulless club. Like Leeds is a super supported club. It's a one-town place. Everybody in Leeds supports Leeds type of thing. They packing out Ellen Road even in the Championship. So imagine them in the Premier League with quality players. And we've seen it before for those that aren't old enough to remember when they were reaching Champions League semi-finals. Last thing we need is Leeds in a good situation. Or is it City 2.0? It could be, in my opinion. So Leeds, Liverpool, Arsenal, City. Yeah, man. Again, City are a prime example. Someone would have been having, if social media and this was around at that time, people would be like, what City back in the league for the derby? Yeah, I bet you wish then that they are not here now. Yeah. How did that one fucking work out? People are foolish, man. It's one of the 48 laws of power. When you destroy completely. I don't want to know.
Do you know everyone is so lucky that Newcastle were bought now with FFP and sustainability rules now being brought up? Do you know how lucky people are? Because they can't. I don't believe they'll ever reach the full amount that they can spend for a good 5 to 10 years. You guys are lucky. You guys are lucky right now. Very lucky.
Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat as well. Question for Flawless and the Chelsea fans. Do you think Hansi Flick could be the right answer for your next manager? Yeah.
He's in the mold of the new Vogue coaches. He's right in the mold of it. He is.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't even have a go at the Germany thing with him. It's just a bad crop of Germany players at the moment. That's all it is. It's a generation thing. That's all it is. He wasn't lucky like Joachim Low was. Do you know what I mean? He built,
Oh, bro, that German team. Man, I could tee up, man. Shit, like Schweinsteiger, a younger Cruz, a younger Özil, an actual striker up top.
Kadira.
Yeah. But Schürrle, people don't appreciate Schürrle enough.
Yeah.
But no, I'm suffering with Kimmich. My goodness. But now, just the thing, like people think I actually hate Flick or anything. No, I hate Conte. I don't hate Flick. The only thing I feel Flick I always say about Flick is that I do question. The only thing I really question is because obviously I'm not taking away from his sextuple, but it's like outside of that year, he hasn't really had like that year in a job where I look at and say you were like sensational. Also that year, and I feel like that's the only thing. But then again, he hasn't really had the opportunities again to be.
That's what I mean. He went from Bayern Munich to literally a national manager's job like that. That's
exactly. But beforehand, he was like coaching he was actually assistant of that World Cup winning team. And he was coached in the lower division in Germany. So that's the one thing I do say is that, like, you know what? I can maybe even make the argument then as a counter argument that he wasn't really given the opportunities to really coach in these scenarios. But then I don't know. It's just one of them ones where I always just say with Flick, I really want to see him in a new job. That's not the German job. Like that's why I don't really expect anything from Germany this summer coming up because Nagelsmann is not a national team coach. He's only really taking it because he's just trying to be busy for the year.
Yeah. So you don't think Germany are going to do too well, even though it's in Germany?
Yes, I don't think so.
One
players.
Okay,
the group of players.
It's quarters, I think.
That's fair.
I can't lie.
And speaking of someone who knows about their national.
Sorry.
Before you go, Jess, speaking of someone who knows about their national team not doing too well. Yes, Prime, what are you telling me, family? You good? What's going on? You good?
Okay. What are you watching?
You good? Are you blessed? Why are you acting surprised?
I don't know how smart you think you are with that comment.
I'm stating facts. You know what I'm saying? You know about your national team disappointing you. These things happen, man. It's okay. Don't worry about it, man. We're here to help.
Yeah, we're talking about Ireland. We're not talking about the other.
We know about both of them, really.
Hey, Ireland.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that because you was back in Ireland talking about it getting
Ireland.
I don't know what Irish girl you was trying to impress.
I don't know why you're laughing, but you said we finished above France.
Yeah, he did say that 20 plus points.
The biggest crack I've ever heard, bro.
I swear we're fourth in the group, or below Greece in the group.
What's Steven say? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I don't even know what to say.
I'm talking about
I said it's the biggest crack.
I don't know.
Bro, I couldn't believe it.
He was trying to break it down. Like Fats was actually trying to be logical with it. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like Steve with his Luton thing. Oh Jesus!
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even joking when I said this. Like, I'm just like, bro, generally speaking. But Green, before you go, Ryan, before I forget, because I was literally about to say before you joined, I have a scary prediction. I don't think Germany making it out of the group.
Really? Who's in your group?
Let me get it up again. I know. I know. Let me get it. Hey, wait, what's the EU?
There, round two, round three, yeah? I was saying. It's cool. Carry on, man. Carry on. Don't worry about it.
I'll probably take that blue pill, Jay. Take that blue pill.
All right, man. All right. I mean, at least I'm not struggling as Meek Mill right now.
Hey, 3 teams. Yeah, saying 3 teams can make it out of the group. That's wild still.
Okay, I see. Yeah, 3 teams. Yeah, but here, this is the group. It's Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. I don't think Germany going through. So
who you getting knocked out by? Hungary and Switzerland.
Either of those 3 teams.
Yeah, you can't finish part of that group.
Yeah,
you can't.
Bro, I'm saying, it's gonna be like Ghana, where they're either gonna get knocked out, or they're either going to be knocked out by being one of being. Do all 3 teams go through, or is it just a certain amount of 3 teams?
I'm not sure. Hey, big up YG, big up Vin in the chat as well, man. Hope you're blessed, Vin.
Yeah, if you know it, if can you tell me if all 3rd place teams go through, or only a certain amount?
There's no please, people.
Yeah.
Big up to YG, big up Vin.
If it's like an AFCON, it's gonna be the same way. Either Germany's going to finish 3rd, but they're not going to go through, or they're finishing 4th. Don't be fooled by Jess. I've watched Germany literally. Our strikers, I can't even go out. Kai Havertz, our striker. He's on left back now.
Crazy.
I was saying, like, I'm not downplaying at all.
First, let me a shout out to C24. Hey, big up for the super chat, my guy. He says, big up Flawless and my fellow scumbag footballing brothers, minus Jets. We will take the BS wins and on to the next disappointing performance. Hey, C24, you lot got through, man. That's what it is. Like you said, you got past Leeds, you got Leicester. You'll probably get to the semi-final, to be honest, and then it's just look at the draw.
Charles C, man. Like he recognized me as a real one. That's why he didn't have me in there.
No. He doesn't. That's the thing. The scumbag is a term of endearment. That's what it is, right? It's a term of endearment. Minus you. You don't have a term of endearment from him. Okay.
You know what?
I
live my own fantasy. So I believe what I want to believe.
That's fine.
So crazy. Actually, but we'll get to this. Hey, C24, big up for the super chat. I want Prime's thoughts on John O'Shea. Just want to say shout out the legend that is John O'Shea, managing Republic of Ireland. True legend of the game. One of my favorite Manchester United players of all time. Man scored the winner at Anfield.
Really?
Man played in net again. Yeah, definitely. 100% one of my favorite players. Not one of the best, one of my favorite players. Oh, man scored a winner in front of the Cop end at Anfield. That is if I was a professional footballer, that's my dream. That is my last minute winner.
Chip goal at Highbury. Don't forget that.
You scored the chip at Anfield. Meg Luis Figo playing against Real Madrid. Played in net against Spurs. Oh yeah. Like John O'Shea.
I told you, Jez. Look at Sinak's comment. I told you.
What?
Like I said, I live my own fantasy. Go.
Yeah, prime thoughts on John O'Shea.
I think it's weird. Yeah, we hate you too. Yeah, I think it's weird. He's only going to be interim for the 2 games during the international break when we play Belgium and Switzerland. But like, it's weird. Apparently, the our FAI director, so like head of our FA, our director of football, he said that they have an appointment confirmed to make permanent in April. So why are we waiting to announce it? Why not just say it now? I don't know, man. I don't like. I didn't really even know that John O'Shea had his coaching badges, but like apparently he was part of. Was he part of Rooney's setup when he was at Derby or something?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm making this information. I don't know. Well, I don't know. This is just weird. Like, why does he get? This is weird. Why does he have the job? Apparently, I don't even know if these rumors are true or if they're strong. But like, I remember on, that show that Gary Neville and Carragher and Roy Keane do.
Oh, they overlap.
Yeah, that podcast that they do. Apparently, they have Frank on and stuff. We're talking about management, and I think someone asked the question, would Roy go back into management? And like he spoke about Ireland for a second, and they were asking, was he like about the job and stuff? But I don't know, it's weird. Like, just get a proper. If you have the guy ready, then just announce him now while you're waiting. I guess all the best for John O'Shea. Like, I don't have he was a good player, like decent player and stuff, but like this is just weird. Like there are good managers around that would maybe I'm being delusional, but I think there are managers around that would be interested in this job. I think if you offered it to like Michael Carrick, for example, I think he would say yes.
First?
Maybe I'm being delusional, but like there are managers out there that would like
you want someone who's better.
Well, I don't know who they're going to appoint, to be fair, but like there are managers out there that I'll take Michael Carrick. There is Nuno when he was out in like Saudi Arabia, you could have offered him the job. Like there's, I don't know, just this is just weird. Giving it to him, it's just very, very weird. But it's just weird. But I want to see who the actual appointment is before I actually. Yeah, 22 friendlies, but I don't know. This is just weird. This is just weird. If you have the guy ready, then just announce it. It better not be Frank Lampard. But this is just weird.
Yeah, let's go, man. And now you put that out there. I hope it's Frank, man. I hope it's super Frank. I hope so. Hodge gets sacked. Super Frank at Chelsea for interim at the end of the season, and then he gets the Republic of Ireland.
It won't be. Frank still thinks he's a Premier League level manager. He wouldn't stoop this low.
Yeah, he would. He might take, but he might try the interim thing. You know what I'm saying? At Chelsea when Poch gets sacked at the end of the season, then leave that, then get the Republic of Ireland job to then build.
But this job is being announced in April. So,
What is it? All right, man. Here we are. We're hoping it's Lampard.
Even your dumb logic doesn't make sense.
We're hoping it's Lampard, man. Like, we just hope. You know, I am.
By the way.
Yes, I'm hearing it. I'm saying it loud and clear into the microphone. It is for you to hear. Yes.
Listen, I don't know if there's any. I don't know if there's any Irish fans that actually watch the channel. If you do, big up. What are your thoughts on this? I think it's
because when I check the analytics, like Ireland is in the top 10.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Because Kenny, like, I mean, I always kind of compared him, to be fair, to Southgate. I didn't think. Yeah, I mean, like I always compared him to Southgate.
That is disgusted by this.
I don't think was he doing the worst. I don't know. Was he doing the worst of jobs per se? No, but like there is talent coming up at Ireland, and there are certain players who play in England who you can talk if you could actually convince them to play for Ireland instead, because they won't be getting into the England setup anyway. So like. I don't know. I think we kind of should be doing a lot better. I think the target should be. I mean, we're not making it to this. We're not in the Euros, obviously. I don't think we'll make it to the next World Cup. But like the target should be pushing to qualify for the next Euros, which is in 4 years' time. That is very much achievable, and we should be doing a lot better. There's talent in the squad. So like, yeah, get me a manager that's like inspiring. Like Kenny wasn't that bad, to be fair, I guess, but ultimately he didn't qualify or do anything. So we play England in September in
the
UEFA Nations League thing.
Ah, jeez.
In Group B, we played them in September.
Nations League.
I can bring up the group if I can find it.
Yeah. Pull up the group.
We play England in September. So like with I don't know, I guess would want to take the Nations League seriously. It's me speaking for myself. Yeah, September 7th we play at the Aviva. Nations League in Dublin. So like I want to take that game seriously. Whether also because it's against England and it is a rivalry, quote unquote. So like start taking these games seriously and start building towards something, because the fact that we can't qualify for these tournaments, like I don't know. Like yeah.
And don't worry, Eli, I got you crook. I've started both your questions.
I've spoken about Ireland on Sarcasm City. So yeah, unless anyone if anyone has any other questions they want to ask about Ireland, like
yeah, we are diverse here, people. You can ask whatever sporting question you want. If you want to ask about Republic of Ireland, absolutely fine, people. Big up to you though, Ed. But before we continue, there's over 180 people here, and these likes ain't liking. Like check 1 2 1 2. Like check 1 2 1 2. What are we doing, people? Over 180, and we're at 60 likes. Let's get us up to 100 likes immediately. And on top of that, make sure you subscribe to the channel expeditiously, people. Or the words of my guy Eli, forthwith. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Roll to 10K, people. What are we doing? Roll to 10K. We're currently at 9,782. Girls to 9,790 people. I'm asking for 8 more subscribers, and there's over 180 of you lot. I know there's 8 people who have not subscribed, so hit the subscribe button, people. Make sure you do so. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Eli says, thoughts on my boy Gary O'Neill putting Brighton in a spliff. Hey, salute to Wolves, man. Beating Brighton beating Brighton at home through to the quarterfinals for Wolves is very impressive. Salute to them. That's what I'd say. I didn't watch the game, but great result. And also added to my earlier question, he says, do you think Wolves could be the dark horses of the FA Cup? Yes. With a favourable draw, they could easily reach the final.
Like,
I would think Scott Parker, by the way.
Who?
Scott Parker. I'd take him as manager.
Really? You take Scott Parker?
Yeah.
I don't like the last couple of jobs.
Wolves got Coventry, so they should be in the semi-final. Coventry at home. Sorry to cut you off, Jess.
Because when he was at Bournemouth, he did a good job, to be fair. Like, he brought them up, right?
Yeah, he did, but then I don't know. Like,
I don't think he deserved. He got sacked because he wanted more of. He wanted, like, they weren't really backing him.
Yeah.
He wanted more. So, like, I would take him. I think he's a good man. I'm talking about for Ireland, by the way, not for Chelsea.
Yeah, I know for Ireland. How's with Chelsea?
Yeah.
I know which manager you want.
Ed says Chris Hughton for Ireland. No.
Never Chris Hughton.
Never.
All right, first.
All right, Chris.
What do I think of Evan Ferguson? He's a talented young striker. I really do like the mold and profile of him, and I think he's got potential. He is all these links though to like Man United and Chelsea and Arsenal. He's nowhere near ready for that right now. He's like, if he went to United, for example, he would get the same treatment Hoyland's getting. Like, he's not ready for that move. He needs to stay upright and keep developing.
You guys are hilarious. Too.
Back to the machine from the house he broke into. I see. Don't worry, I won't snitch. Yeah, I think like he should stay upright and for at least maybe another year or two, and then go take that move abroad, like go to like a Bundesliga or something, and like start developing before you come back. Because I don't like, with all due respect, playing for him playing for like a Palace or whatever, like I don't really care. Or playing for an Everton, that's not going to teach him anything. I don't want him doing this like yo-yo relegation and coming back and being mid-table in the Prem. Like because he plays for my country, so I actually care about how he develops. So I would rather like he develops properly because he's meant to be one of our best players, and you know, if he can actually develop into something, then we've got a striker there. I need Chris Hughton to Ireland. And said, listen, he cannot. Nah.
Oh, we will be there.
I'd big up you. I'm keeping an eye out on Republic of Ireland's next manager now, more than ever before. Florence, what do you make of? Just part of the sporting world. This is your national team, so now it's of interest to me, and the chat as well. Flawless, what do you make of Ruben Amorim as next United manager? Oh, you like that's just facts. Got the best out of Bruno and doing bits in Portugal. Like I said, I've not watched Sporting like that, but in terms of his CV and what I hear from people like Jez and people like Steve and people like Kaneki who watch Sporting, they rate Ruben Amorim highly, and he has the CV to match it as well. It seems that he's a very good manager. So if we were to get Ruben Amorim, I'm not against it whatsoever. I'm like, okay, and you're at a big club in Sporting where there is some pressure where you are under big pressure to win. You are under big pressure to succeed. I'm not sure what he's done in Europe like that, but I'd have to check it out. And obviously, I know he's not won a European trophy, but I'm talking about getting to the last stages of the Champions League or Europa League. So
his European record is okay. The thing is, like, he's been knocked out. Like, he gets out of his group and stuff. He's been knocked out in like round of 16 stages by like better clubs, better opposition. Like he is good. What I like about him is he has won at every stage he's been at going through the ranks. Like he was at Braga, he won a cup there. Like he's very good. He's linked to Chelsea. I would take him. He's very good. He's very good. He's quality.
I said this about Ruben Amorim before. Like out of all the managers right out there, like especially the younger managers, because there's clearly not currently like a crazy big pool of managers that people look at and say they would like because maybe there's something missing. But if you had to ask me who probably fits the criteria the best right now, probably would be him. Like Brian said, started at Braga under 21s. Actually, I think he won there something. Then he came to the first team, won something there. Then he progressed from Braga to Sporting. Sporting won the league title, I think, and won the League Cup. And obviously in Europe, to be fair, he's doing well in considering what do you want to consider well in terms of doing well for Sporting, or what do you expect, like kind of thing? Because I've seen MC24. I think he said also earlier. I don't know if he would. I don't know if he fit Chelsea, but he would love him to have him at Chelsea. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think they have the players. Obviously, I think left wing back maybe replace Chilwell in that, but uncomfortable question mark that I do have is, does Enzo fit in the 3-4-3?
And what he's trying to do? Okay.
Yeah, because he plays obviously a 3-back formation with only 2 midfielders. He doesn't play with 3 midfielders, and I feel like Caicedo and Lavia, for example, would be fine. Even Okushuku would be fine, but
I don't know about Enzo. I feel like he's more for like you got to play more of a 3-man midfield. I don't think I look at him and say just 2 midfielders as a base there and it would be enough. Because you have to be working extremely hard. I don't know if that's the only thing where I would say that Enzo maybe doesn't even fit the formation unless he would change the formation. But I don't think so because Amorim been playing the formation his whole career so far.
Yeah, well, what I love about Amorim also, he's willing to like constantly adapt and evolve. When he won the I think when he won the league title at Sporting, and teams eventually started to figure him out, and also with the loss of players like Paulinho and Ugarte, he and Pedro Porro when he went to Spurs, like he evolved and adapted his system. So I think, it could be a good appointment. I would take him at Chelsea. I think it'd be interesting if he does go to Man United, because this whole talk about Ineos and 25% and whatever, like how, like what exactly is going to happen, how true all of that like is going to work, whatnot. If you were to get someone like Amorim, that would be a positive sign, like a step in the right direction for United.
Yeah, Nucky is saying he's playing 4-3-3. I was just talking about more of his main formation, which is the 3-4-3. Like I don't really see him use that 4-3-3 a lot in recent years, actually, not even recent time. But I mean, shit, like because
just to clarify, to Jason99, we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. We'll answer any questions hypothetically. Wait, before you go, sorry to cut you up. Man can disagree all they want. That's absolutely fine. But we can talk about whatever we want to. So whether it's realistic or hypothetical, same way Prime was here talking about the next Republic of Ireland manager, he would like Scott Parker. Is that realistic? Probably not. But like one thing we're not going to do is, we don't need to talk about whatever. No, we can talk about what we want. If you don't like what we're chatting about, you can click the X button. I say, man got main character syndrome. Like all man want to do in the chat is disagree, go away. Simple as that. Click the X button. Sorry.
That's actually embarrassing that it's not a realistic option. So embarrassing.
Maybe
it is, but the thing is though, maybe it is. But if we only spoke about realistic things, we do short shows. So let's talk. Same way people ask me about Zidane to United. Is that gonna happen? No, but I'm still gonna chat about it. Same way I spoke in January about Benz to Manchester United. We're talking hypotheticals and rumors. If we only spoke about realistic things, we'd have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
If we only spoke about realistic things, talking about there's no need to talk about. You don't dictate what goes on over here. Let's just clarify that. Talk about whatever we want to talk about over here. Sorry, Jess, go on, carry on.
No worries, man. Like if you want to talk about realistic stuff, man, go on some documentary and watch some shit. Like I don't know, man.
Exactly.
I was talking about because I made a lot of because obviously I wanted him a couple of seasons ago, or even in the summer past.
By the way,
and
he sees the bigger picture. Sorry, Jess.
Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, shit, I made so much research. Even because obviously people know I play Football Manager. I even emulated his tactics in Football Managers. Like I'm not a big fan of Amorim. So it's like it's like, and he fits out that young bracket as well that people say these days that you need a young manager. So yeah,
there are managers out there. People talk about there's not managers out. There are managers out there. You just got to look. Like,
yes, there is, because there's managers we don't know about. Like I keep talking about this, like Ange wasn't sought after like that.
There's the obvious, and I'm not even talking about like in terms of Ange. There's managers out there that are proven, that are experienced, that can build squads, and that they're winners as well. Like there's the obvious in Simeone, fine, that won't happen. There's Maurizio Sarri, who maybe hasn't won an awful lot, but he has proven at building squads. There is Spalletti. He won the league at Napoli last season. He's now the Italy manager. He probably is not going to stay towards post the Euros. And if an interesting project was to come available, like a Chelsea or a Man United, he would go. There's also Inzaghi, who's at Inter Milan. So there are managers out there. Are all of these managers I've listed world class? Are they Pep or Klopp? No. But like the tier belows, there are very good managers there. We don't have to get De Zerbi or a Thomas Frank just because they're in the Premier League. That doesn't make sense.
This is the one thing I don't get. Like, this is the one thing I don't get about Chelsea. I think to Tom's front, like, do they want to go through the whole process again that they just literally went through with Poch and Potter?
I didn't see the Thomas Frank links. So I don't know.
I've seen it coming up like over the last few, since the cup final, pretty much. I've seen a name a couple of times coming up in certain reports. And the funny thing about it is, like you said, Prem, like, I feel like it's also this fixation of, like, if they haven't won the top trophies, like, I don't want them. But it's not the case. Like, every manager started somewhere, in my opinion. Like, every manager had at least some sort of base where they had to start off to even get that rep. That's how Pot even ended up at PSG, because he did so well at Tottenham. Whatever you believe he did well or not, he did well enough for Tottenham standards, where PSG thought, you know what, let's hire him. Or even United thought at some point he deserves to work with PSG. And certain managers work out, certain managers don't work out. But this is where sometimes you have to go with the gamble. And if it doesn't work out, you suck them and you go for a new manager. That's really as simple as it is.
That's fair. Well, that's very fair, because it's very tough. Because if we're talking about just getting managers who've won major honors, that's very tough to do. If you're looking to pick managers who have won a domestic league in a top European country or a European or a Champions League, then that's very, very tough to do. That's why I look at, all right, who's done well. That's why Ten Hag, before we got him, I was like, I like his CV. All right, cool. I didn't know a lot about him. It went well in the first season. And then the second season, it went terribly. Like, that's how I'm looking at it in regards to it. So, yeah, I like it. You know what I'm saying? Again, yeah, of course, Jesse. It's just linked.
See you guys in the NBA, by the way.
I see you in the NBA in about an hour. Yeah, love every time, Fats. Big up, salute. You already know, man. Shout out to Fats every single time. Big up, Fats. Yeah, we just talking hypothetically, people. To Michael's again. Michael's Z. Ten Hag is not getting sacked. Who said Ten Hag is getting sacked? You lot got to stop projecting and pay attention to what is being said by panelists and pay attention to what is being asked. Nobody has said here today he is getting sacked. Somebody asked in the chat, what do you think about such and such? I don't know why you man want to defend this man so much. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
That's
if he's as good as you say, if he's as good as you say he is, you got nothing to worry about then. No one said he's getting stats. Stop projecting. Sorry, go on, Brian.
That's like people saying, Flawless, what are your thoughts on Bruno? Oh, but he's not getting sold, so what are you speaking on him?
Exactly. People ask questions the same way man asked about Gary O'Neill. Gary O'Neill might not, Eli asked about it. Gary O'Neill might not win the FA Cup. He might get sacked in the season, but we still going to answer it. Are they dark horses? When I look at it, yes. We could be wrong. They could go out to Coventry. When we're talking hypothetically, because that's what we're doing. You lot don't like what's being said, click the X button. Go elsewhere, please, I beg. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Go elsewhere. I'm tired of it and all this tribalism and all this stuff. Oh, you can't, you know. Anybody can be criticized here. I own the channel and I get criticized here more than most. Nobody's above getting slandered.
Deservedly
nobody's above critique. It's not deservedly so, but nobody's above critique. And I'm the fucking owner. I keep the lights on. And I get slandered. I get slandered personally. My team gets slandered. International, everything. What are we talking about here? I could go. Hey, big up to Promo as well. Big up to you in the chat. Let's see what else you
did you go into the same fool again or somebody else?
No. This was somebody else. Yeah. Oh, he's gone, man.
Did we talk about? I'm assuming we talked about Chelsea.
Yeah, you can give your thoughts on that. Give me 1 second. Let me just get to this. Big up to H as Flawless. Hey, let me know if you're on for clubs as well. Message the group chat, H. Flawless top 5 signings under Ten Hag. Martinez. This ain't in order. Martinez, Casemiro, Ericsson, Malacia. 4. Stop at 4. I like those 4. Don't like Mount. Don't like Mount. Not Hoyland. I see it, but I can't go as far to say top signing. But yeah, I don't like Mount. Didn't like it from the beginning. Onana, no. Anthony, absolutely not. And I think that's it. So I can only go off the 4 that I mentioned: Martinez, Casemiro, Ericsson, and Malacia. Yeah.
But would you still put Malacia there? If something comes out and said they're actually going to confirm it was an injury, nothing personal, and it's still going to continue, would you still have Malacia in there? Or
yeah, as long as he comes back, like, and he's still the same type of thing. Because I think worst case scenario, Malacia, squad player. Worst case scenario. I think he's actually a very good backup left back to have. I don't worry. The biggest compliment I can pay him, when I seen him in the team, I didn't worry.
Yeah.
There was no concern. I went like, oh, you know what, Malacia at left back. But I know he gonna do word to Eddie. I know he gonna be a tryhard. I know that much. I know the effort's gonna be there. And then he has the athleticism that's needed in today's game. has that in abundance. And then you can improve from a technical aspect. And then also you can improve defensively and offensively as well. So yeah.
No,
C24, Varane wasn't a Ten Hag signing. Varane was signed by Oli. He wasn't Ten Hag signing. Let's see what. But yeah, Prime, thoughts on your game. Chelsea 3, Leeds 2, through to the quarterfinals. Gallagher, late winner. Talk to us. I'm still here.
Hey, still 100% win rate when Alfie is involved. Can't hate.
I mean, it's not, to be fair, but okay.
Yeah, you haven't lost the game though.
Jump off a cliff. Anyway, Chelsea. I'm not joking. But Chelsea. We start halves of football very late, as evident by the 2 goals we conceded. Even saying that, though, I think Disasi should have done better for the first goal, but we still start each half of football very late. We shouldn't be getting outclassed by Daniel Farke's Leeds. A Leeds team that were without their best attackers as well. Somerville was on the bench. Gnotto, the Italian winger, he was on the bench as well. No Bamford. Gilchrist was playing left back, or apparently we were playing a false back 3. I don't know why he just didn't use some of these academy kids for some weird reason, but he insists on using Gilchrist. He was, I don't know, like, I'm happy we got the win. And of course, it makes sense that Conor Gallagher again wants to save this man's job. Like, notice this: Gallagher, Mount, Havertz. I guess you can even say Bruno. They're all the same sort of player. They're all clutch for the wrong reasons, man. These guys won't turn up. They won't turn up in a Champions League final or a Carabao Cup final. But when the manager's job is on the line, particularly a manager that loves them, they will score. I hate it, man. If we told Gallagher that he was Poch was getting sacked against Liverpool, he probably would have scored that goal. But hey, I don't know. Like, he's literally just, it's literally just FA Cup or bust down for Poch, because if we don't beat Leeds, or we don't beat Leicester in 2 weeks, he's gone. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really care at this point.
Do you think you beat Leicester in 2 weeks though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you do too. I think you get another set, and that's gonna give the same way him getting to the semi-final and final of Carabao Cup gave Poch inners and people ammo to back him. The FA Cup's gonna do the same, because you're gonna get there as well. You're gonna get there.
We're in this Leeds team, like, we're lucky they rotated, because they are in, I think they're second or something.
Yeah, they're second in the Championship, unfortunately. Yeah.
Leicester are top. They're playing to get promoted. So, Leicester are going to rotate their side, and will still struggle against them. So, but yeah, Leicester will rotate heavily, and they will play not to get. They did the same thing against Bournemouth, but unfortunately, Bournemouth they also rotated too. So Leicester will play, I guess, not really trying to win. We will struggle. We'll win. We'll go through. Mount or Gallagher will score, get an assist, and I don't know that semi-final. It's United v Liverpool, right?
Quarterfinal, yeah, United Liverpool, yep.
United v Liverpool. There's also City as well.
City, Newcastle.
Yeah, so like in theory, there's a path to the final there.
Yeah, look at the path to the final, man. Poch. Chelsea ain't gonna lose seven. You ain't gonna lose seven finals in a row.
I don't.
I hope we reach the final and play.
I don't want another final.
I want you lot in the final. Manchester United Chelsea final. Let's go. Need this trophy.
We'll get battered.
Nah, we ain't battering nobody. Cut the crap. We ain't battering.
You said that earlier in the season, and we battered.
Nah, we'd win. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But battering in terms of performance, but the result didn't reflect it.
I don't care about results. I care about performance, bro.
Hey,
I watched that game. No one can tell me that wasn't a battering. I watched that game.
No. It was a battering in terms of performance. I agree with you, without doubt. You are.
Oh, the 2-0, 2-1.
Yeah, the 2-1. Yeah,
it should have been at least 4.
Oh yeah, I was there. Trust me, I could believe my eyes. Can't believe my eyes. All right, we'll end on this question. Question for Prime. What do you think of the making the rumors Arsenal are going to buy Mudryk in the summer? Because obviously reports came out talking about, Mudryk was crying and wanted to go to Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't believe any of that. Like, if he wanted to go to Arsenal, why did you come to Chelsea? People need to stop pretending like players don't have autonomy. Like, if you really wanted to go to Arsenal, then you could have told your agent that I only want to go to Arsenal. That doesn't make sense. It's like, this is just like weird stuff coming because a couple of days or a day before or so.
You using the word autonomy, but carry on. Everyone got big words. You know what I'm saying recently, but carry on.
You don't know what autonomy means.
I didn't until I googled it. No, I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? I just had to Google it real quick. But I like it, man. Educated, good stuff. I'm gonna use that now. You know what I'm saying? I'm using that.
You use that in the bar. Use that in the bar.
100%. You know what I'm saying? We use it in everyday life now. Hey, I've got autonomy out here. You know what I'm saying?
Like players, it's weird because like a few days or a couple of days before, I read something like Juve and Arsenal are interested in buying Mudryk in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And then this report comes out of nowhere. If this guy had this for a year, why? Oh, yeah, because we bought him last year in January. But over a year, why only report this now? It doesn't emit. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. And also, he was crying on it. So he wanted to sign for Arsenal. He signed for Chelsea. And on the way back from Ukraine, he's crying on the plane. Like, that's odd. That doesn't make sense. So what are we saying? He'll sign for Arsenal and all of a sudden become this world-class winger. It's just copium for Arsenal fans. Like, it's so weird. Don't get it.
Makes no sense whatsoever. Anyways, yes, Eli and Prime trying to make you expand your vocabulary, Flawless. Hey, I'm learning new words every day, man. You're never too old to be educated further. I'm definitely using autonomy, like it regular, like 100%. That's why I be using expeditiously so much.
I watched because I had both games on. United versus Forest. Alanga was on a mission, bro. He was trying so hard.
Oh yeah. I think it's personal for him. I think it's personal.
He was trying.
Shout out to Alanga, man. Effort, but hey, shout out to Lindelof locking up Awoniyi. That's the thing. He was my man of the match. I was super.
That's not that difficult. Awoniyi's not good.
No. Neither's Lindelof though.
Yeah, listen, Awoniyi's not good. He had a little purple patch at the end of last season and the start of the season. People were trying to tell me he's a top. He's not. He's ass.
No. In regards to, but stylistically, he's all wrong for Lindelof. I was super worried. Style-wise, he's all because I've seen Lindelof, but Lindelof was aggressive, combative on the front foot. I was like, okay, where's this been though? That's my biggest issue. Like he did well because the one you targeted Lindelof. He wasn't with Varane. He was with what's it called? Hey, Michael, relax. You know what I'm saying? No personals. Miles like, I want you like targeted Lindelof. You know what I'm saying?
What I didn't like is that every chance basically Forest had was like right at
Origi hit a couple shots straight at him.
That's
why they're 17th.
It was like every time shoot on goal, but like at least look up to where you're trying to shoot. But credit to Man United and Casemiro with the late winner. So like it is.
Casemiro with the blood on the side of his head, man, dying for the badge. He's someone who gets the club, and he's not born and bred. And he wasn't even at his best today. He was poor today in parts, very very poor in parts. But we managed to get the win. Liverpool at home. At least I've got something to kind of look forward to, I suppose, because if we would have lost today, like the season's over, but it would have been over if we lost. So let's see. Hopefully, to get past Liverpool, then you're into a semi-final.
You must.
Must what? We must what?
You must.
Must what?
Rise.
Against Rise what?
You must. Liverpool.
Sure. All right. Well, we play them twice in quick succession, pretty much. So it's like in a month. So hopefully we win one of the games, because we either knock them out of the FA Cup or derail their Premier League title hopes. So either I am with. But anyways, we are going to close out. Love to everyone who has locked in. Don't forget, though, people, we are available on all audio platforms, people. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you stream music. If there's a podcast section, Sarcasm City TV will be there, people. So, hey, big up to Steve as well at the cut, Strasbourg Steve. So, yeah, people, if you want to listen, like I always say, while you're driving, maybe you're cooking, maybe you're cleaning, maybe you're at work, maybe you're traveling. Maybe you don't want the YouTube app using up all your data on your data plan, people. You might just not want to see our faces. That's fine. I don't want to see Surfer either. So yeah, people, like I said, Spotify, make sure you follow us, 5-star us on Spotify. If you have it, please do that. Follow us, 5-star us. SoundCloud, the same, follow us. iTunes, Apple Podcast, all you iPhone users, it helps. This is why I keep pushing the audio platforms. And I was looking at the Spotify numbers. We top in Germany. So if you're listening in Germany, big up to you. You probably Jazzy's done, well, big up to you. We are. Germany's number one. Even when I did the wrap-up last year, like the Spotify wrap-up, and it's like Germany's the top country you're listening to. I was like, that's crazy. So if you're in Germany, salute to you.
Where's Nigeria listed?
I don't think they're in the top. It was only like 7 countries. You're on Nigeria's on the YouTube.
All the Nigeria slander. That's why we're not there, man. Hold that.
No. Nigeria's on the YouTube though, so hold that. Yeah, Nigeria's on. We actually. One sec, I'll tell you right now. Hold up. I'll tell you the top countries right now in the past, like the month of February. Hold up. We'll do this live on air right now as we speak. Bear with me. 1 second. Audience. Let's see. Hold up.
I believe my club and country lost 2 finals in 2 weeks, man.
Hey, man. Yeah, you know what, Prime? Hey, you deserve that. Hold that, man. Hold that. For real? Right, here we go. Last 28 days. So this is from the 31st of January to the February the 27th. Why is it last 28 days only? All right, cool. Let's see who's top. So we got United Kingdom, United States, Canada, South Africa, Jamaica, Ireland, Kenya, India, Australia, Indonesia, Nigeria, Malaysia, Trinidad and Tobago, Sweden, Vietnam. Is that Myanmar? Burma, Norway, Germany. Yeah. Netherlands, Brazil, Ethiopia, Singapore, Thailand, Uganda, Denmark, Congo, France, Barbados, Bangladesh, Tanzania, is that Mauritius, Uzbekistan, United Arab Emirates, Russia, Rwanda. See, I could keep going, but yeah, see, Nigeria right there in the top 10, mate. What are you talking about now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What are you talking about? Joke, man. Yeah.
And you guys just listen to them slander Nigeria for an hour.
Yeah. Hold that, man. Hold that.
None of you guys decided to attack Flawless or Jez or nothing.
Look at this Jez guy, yo. Maybe Meek Mill was right. Nigeria don't have Spotify. Yeah, I don't know what he's on. Hey, big up Kadeem, man. Big up my Trinidadians in the building, man. Everyone in the Caribbean, everyone in Africa, Europe, wherever else, man. Wherever in the world you are listening, because you are in the city of sarcasm. So appreciate it. Where we welcome all bar Ryan. So yeah, love to all of you lot, man. Every single time. Score prediction for what games, Warrior J? I'll do it on Friday with the Liverpool. We'll do score predictions because we're going to head over to the gaming channel right now. But again, people, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud. Make sure you follow. But please continue to support here. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Prime, anything you want to add before we close out, fam?
Listen, Poch. I don't know, man. Listen, if we're getting to this final, at least win it. I'd rather get knocked out in the against Leeds or the semi-final. Don't get to another final, just lose.
Hey, back your manager, man. Back Poch, you got this.
Please.
You made one final, you can make
Hey,
another.
I just want to say, quickly say.
Oh, now he unmutes himself. Yeah.
I just want to say, I hope Chelsea make the final again personally, just that he gets sacked again, or in the second consecutive loss in the final.
Listen,
This Jazz guy, yo.
I hate this guy, man. I hate him so much.
Well, I've been undefeated this season.
I'm not talking about. Well, I mean, of course, I hate you, but in this instance, I was talking about Poch. It's not even the way. It's one thing being a bad manager and playing players out of position, but the foolishness he comes out with in his press conferences, and Chelsea fans. Sorry to just carry on. Chelsea fans will make excuses and say things like this guy doesn't understand English. What? He's been managing in this country on and off for 7 years. He speaks English just fine. Don't listen. If English is not your first language, people can back me up on this. English is not that hard of a language to learn. At least basic conversational English. It's not that hard to learn.
Oh, it's the easiest language to learn, actually, for me.
For one. Yeah, and for two, if he doesn't understand English, he should have a translator with him. So,
He
like,
understands English, man. Yeah, he
no,
understands.
it's not that. He was talking about how he didn't mean that he didn't mean to say that he set us up to defend. Well, he's been doing that literally all season. 3 games in, and we're trying to protect the point. He's been doing that all season. So let's not lie as if he wouldn't do that in a cup final. I hate him. I hate him. Or sacrifice. I don't know what's more embarrassing: sacking Mourinho 6 days before a final, or keeping Pochettino for a final. I don't know what's worse. Really don't know what's worse.
Hey, on that note, on that scathing assessment of Mauricio Pochettino, Chelsea Football Club's manager in charge, Grimes, he's devastating. But we are gonna close out here. We are going to Warrior J. I'm skipping over to the gaming channel. That's why, but I'll get to it Friday, definitely. Run through it Friday, 100%. But love to everyone that's locked in. We are going to the gaming channel, so make sure as soon as you get over to Sarcasm City TV Gaming, just hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe over there. Then following that, we'll be live on the Playback NBA Watch Along. Make sure you download the Playback app, people. All NBA Watch Alongs are there, regular season, and then when playoff starts, that's where we'll be. Playback, PLAYBACK, or go to playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Link is underneath in the description, people. So yeah, we will be there for the LA Clippers versus LA Lakers watch along. So Jez will be in the building, Fats, Eddie, probably a few more as well. But love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you lot on the gaming channel.